Welcome to today's video. I am a little bit later than I normally am. I just need to grab my coffee. Important things, right? Priorities. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far. If you guys are watching live with me this morning, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And then if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay and I'll make sure I come back on later and say hi to you then. So, couple things before we get started. If you guys are watching this on Facebook this morning, I would encourage you to head on over to YouTube. When this video is done, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for each time that I come live, which is typically Monday to Friday around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you will find on my YouTube channel all things revolving around my self-love at any size method that I have created that really helps women to transform the way that they view themselves through things like mindset, mindful movement, mindful eating, body image practices, yoga practices, meditations, and just building community. So this is super passionate for me to talk about you guys, to help women in this journey to finding self-love at any size. And so if that interests you, then head on over to my YouTube channel and check it out there. What else? That's all we have. So let's get started into what we're talking about today, you guys. So affirmations and how to make them more effective. So if you are just learning about me and all that I am, you will know that affirmations is a really big part of my personal self-love journey. And they have really been a transformative tool that has helped me to deepen that level of self-love and really focus on the positive aspects and positive outcomes I wish to see in my life. So when you are talking about an affirmation, we'll give a little bit of background on what it is first. So when we're talking about affirmations, they're just one of my favorite manifestation tools. And it all just means that you're convincing your brain that you already have what you're manifesting. So like that, your brain, which is a very powerful energy source, will vibrate at that frequency of your ideal life, and your energy will raise more and more, aligning you with what you're manifesting. So if you have this big vision for your life and this thing that you're trying to manifest, whether it be small things or big things, really just transforming your brain to believing that that thing is happening for you. And so affirmations are really powerful if you do these things that I'm about to share with you to make them more effective and actually make them something that is going to happen. Because if we just say a simple sentence that doesn't speak to us, or worse, that we don't even believe, it will not help us manifest. So in order for affirmations to work and to be effective, they need to kind of have a few different things, a few different elements that kind of compose what an affirmation is and what makes it a good affirmation. Because we can throw out affirmations all day, and if they don't resonate with you and you don't have a feeling associated with them, then that affirmation isn't going to feel powerful for you, and it's not going to work, to be real. So what we're going to talk about today is 5 different elements to make your affirmations more effective, and then just some ways that you can, how and when to do affirmations. So the first thing to make your affirmations more effective is to do repetition. So as you can probably tell, repetition is the key to this. The more that you say it, think it, feel it, the more your affirmation will influence your subconscious mind. So really repeating this affirmation multiple times a day for multiple days in a row is really how you're going to start to see transformation or change or steps taken towards that affirmation. And then the next way to make your affirmations more effective is to feel good. So like I kind of said, if you don't have a feeling coming from that affirmation, it's not going to work for you. And although repetition is important, what's more important is that you don't turn it into a chore, to only do it when it inspires you and makes you feel good. We need to we need to make sure that we're doing that affirmation to keep us inspired and to make us feel good. If it becomes just something you do like unconsciously, like you're just doing it to do it, it's not going to be effective. So making sure that you're feeling good when you're saying that affirmation, and really be intentional and mindful with tuning in how you feel, and that you feel good each time that you're saying it. And then, like I've said already a little bit, is how to make our affirmations more effective. We have to have emotion coming from the affirmation as well. So in order for affirmations to be effective in raising our energy, they have to kind of awaken an emotion within us. So saying that empty sentence that doesn't make you feel anything 1,000 times in a day is less effective than saying a sentence that really speaks to you 10 times. So really putting emotion and thinking out that affirmation to make it feel so powerful for you that even if you only were able to say it 5 times that day, those 5 times are really carry that emotion and that feeling good kind of mentality, and it makes it much more successful than if you're just throwing out empty words, right? And then our next way to help make affirmations more effective is to use the I am statement. So in order to better identify with your ideal reality, those I am sentences are very powerful, and they can actually help you feel like that you already have everything that you're manifesting. It helps you to feel and think from that space when you put it into the tense of I am. So when I'm doing the work with my clients, we often talk about how the affirmations really do have to have that I am statement, or a my or an I, something like that. And really the most commonly used one is the I am. And that just really helps you to feel and think from that space, and that kind of like transporting yourself to that statement of I am this or I am that, right? And then our last little way to make our affirmations more effective is to talk about them in the present tense. And this is really probably the most important aspect of affirmations, is that they have to be said in the present tense. If you project the affirmation in the future, that's where your manifestation will stay forever, right? If you're not able to talk about it as if it's already happened, you might as well not do it. Like, it has to be coming from the present. So, I am living a life I love, or I am living my dream life, or I am strong in this moment, or I am imperfectly perfect in this moment, or I am loving my body more and more each day. So just, really speaking from this moment and the present moment, rather than speaking from the future of like, I will one day have this, or I am going to be this one day. If you're talking about the future, then that's where your manifestation is going to stay, is in the future. So really creating that affirmation based upon the present tense. And so then, you guys, we're going to move into a couple different ways on how and when to do it. So there are 3 ways to do your affirmations, whether that be just repeating them to yourself in your mind, or you can speak them out loud. And I love to add doing that to like a power pose. So like either like arms up in the air, or like hands on your heart, or like arms out in front of you, hands on the hips, whatever feels better for you, right? So this is your practice. It has to be something that resonates with you and that you enjoy doing. So saying them out loud, bonus points for doing a power pose, or you can write them down. And when you write them down, you could write them down in a journal. You could write them down on little Post-it notes and put them around your house. I typically like to have them on the mirror in the bathroom, where I spend most of my time in the morning. You could have fun with it and put them all over the house, so you kind of see those little affirmations as you go about your day. There's lots of fun ways you can bring affirmations into your life and make them a part of your life, right? And like each of these ways that I've described on how and when to do your affirmations is beautiful in its own way, each of them. And it all depends on which one you find suits you better and suits your lifestyle better. So any of those ways are powerful and they can work. It's just really being consistent with whatever method you choose. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you guys are not in my community already, I have a group called Imperfectly Perfect You. finding self-love at any size. And this group really just empowers women to focus on accepting and respecting their bodies through my self-love at any size method. And in that group right now, there is actually a training in the guide section that takes you through creating your own personal affirmation. So if you want to take this one step further, I would encourage you to head on into that community and check out the guide section and find the Affirmation Workshop. And that will take you through the steps and the coaching to be able to really come up with that personalized affirmation that has the emotion attached to it, that allows you to feel good, and some tips and tricks to be able to, really create that affirmation that's going to help you to manifest the things that you want and the things that you want to do and feel in this life. So I hope that those things were helpful. Be sure to check out that community if you want to do that affirmation workshop. It is free for those inside the community. And then what else do I want to talk to you guys about? Where is it here? If you do not already, I have a free service that I provide to people called Daily Affirmations, and it is exactly that. I send you a inspirational affirmation Monday to Friday each week, and it just really helps you to kind of start your day in a positive way and just bring some inspiration and motivation to you as you begin your morning. And that really this can be a reminder for you to do your affirmations, whether that be saying them out loud, saying them to yourself, or writing them down. These daily text messages can just be that little push in the right direction of making sure that you remember to do your affirmations every day. So if you want to have accessibility to that free service, then you can just follow the link in the description, pop in your cell phone number, and then you'll receive a text message from me each morning. So that is super fun. And then before I pop out of here, you guys, we talked a little bit about my self-love method, which is really what makes up my SelfLove Revolution, my signature program that I've created to help women to start to transform the way that they view themselves. This program is a weekly group coaching program where I take you through my 7 key areas of self-love at any size. We really focus on our mindset, getting our minds right before we start our journey. Then we focus on things like mindful eating, mindful movement, body positive practices, building community, mystic and holistic approaches, and just all these things that really have created for myself my transformation on how I am now showing up for life and how I have learned to accept and respect my body. And so if any of this sounds interesting to you, I would love to have a chat with you. If you want to just message me the word self-love, I would love to talk to you about the program, and you can ask any questions and I'm happy to answer them and just see if the program is right for you. The program is 40% off right now, which it will not be like that price forever. So you only have a couple more weeks to take advantage of that price. So be sure that if you are interested in really starting to transform the way that you view yourself, which is really how you transform the way that you show up for life in general. Self-love is the root of everything that we do in our lives. And it breaks my heart to hear about and see all these women who feel so horrible about their bodies and themselves, and they just don't really do anything about it. And that breaks my heart. And I can attest to being in that place. I used to be that person that I would, if we were to do a scale of 0 to 10, I would have scored myself probably a 1 or a 0 most of the time. And when I really took control of my personal development and invested in myself, that is when I started to see that growth and transformation. And it's really allowed me to become the person I am now. And, I love and accept and respect my body. I, take care of myself, and my confidence has built since then. So if you're feeling like you don't have the confidence, you're not living a life of purpose, you kind of have that self-hate for your body. If you struggle with any of those things, this program is going to help you to transform all of those things. And I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that I am offering this program at accommodating whatever budget as well. So if you need to make payments on this program, or if you need to spread it out over a long period of time, I will work with any budget, because I really believe in the power of this program and how it is going to help transform so many women's view of themselves and just really help them to show up for life as they should be, with that confidence and acceptance and respect for their bodies. So anyway, that program, you can find more information about it in my description of this video. And once again, I'm happy to have conversations with anyone who has questions, and I would love to chat to you about it. So that is all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this way to make affirmations more effective for you in your journey. And we will see you guys tomorrow for my video then. Have the best day.